Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to show you this quick article that was in my news feed regarding the world's tiniest computer. This article is from Digital Trends. The world's tiniest computer is smaller than a grain of rice. And they obviously mean much smaller. Check this computer out. Now, on the left is a grain of salt, which looks like a large ice cube, but, well, not necessarily an ice cube, but a piece of ice. It looks like ice, but yet it's a grain of rice, apparently, next to, if I can get this to work, okay, next to this tiny computer. So you can barely see this thing, which we already know based on part of the videos that I've shared, some of the videos I've shared with you all in the past regarding what I've dealt with regarding smart dust. We already know that they have tiny microscopic computers, but they've actually officially announced it here, stating they have a supercomputer smaller than a grain of rice. And recently they announced that IBM and some other, I believe Microsoft Cloud and other companies have worked together to bring quantum computing technology, quantum computers, into the average home. So I'm sure not right now, but they said they'll be affordable. And what they call affordable can probably range to a high price. But just like they stated years ago that it seemed far-fetched for everyone to have a computer in their home or a smartphone at all times on them. Now pretty much everyone has a computer in their home, and smartphone and smart technology everywhere, but this might become a reality. It may become a reality for everyone very soon regarding having this smart technology, having a quantum computer on your person, so to speak, basically, with you. So they actually are working on having this technology out in the general public, a quantum computer. But back to this article. Not to be outdone by the world's smallest computer, IBM revealed in March a team at this University of Michigan calling IBM's bluff with an even smaller computer that's dwarfed by a grain of rice, measuring just 0.33 meters. So very, very small on each side. The university originally held the world's smallest computer trophy with its 2mm by 2mm by 4mm Michigan Micro Note until IBM's smaller than a grain of salt, 1mm by 1mm computer, excuse me, 1mm by 1mm computer entered the scene earlier this year. Although the word computer brings an image of a miniaturized PC sitting on the tip of your finger, the Michigan team now questions the term. When you power off a desktop or a laptop, all the programs and data still reside on the device's internal storage. Boot up the device and all of your cat videos, games, all of the videos and everything, all of the videos you've downloaded that you were looking at on the computer, those documents reappear. All the documents you had open and things like that. That can't be said with these computers, these miniaturized small computers, smaller than a grain of rice, or salt even, created by IBM and the Michigan team. So the same rules generally don't apply with this. They don't. There's the same rules don't apply. But the team's new computer uses photovoltaics, which is a method of converting light into electricity. It also consists of a processor system memory and wireless transmitters and receivers that send and receive data through light, which they were working on Li-Fi, which was becoming more common for a while, and I haven't heard anything else about that lately, where using light to transfer Wi-Fi and your internet connection. So they transmit data through light, but I'll check up on that and give the latest information on that as well. But rounding out the package is a base station that feeds the computer with light for power and programming. The station also receives all data transmissions. Currently, the tiny computer serves as a precision temperature sensor. It also uses electronic pulses to convert temperatures into timed intervals. The result, for example, is the ability to report temperatures in a cluster of cells within a tumor with an error rate of around 0.1 degree Celsius. Since the temperature sensors are very small, the temperature sensor is very small and biocompatible, they can implant it into a mouse and cancer cells grow around it. A professor of radiology and biomedical engineering stated that we are using this temperature sensor to investigate variations in temperature within a tumor versus normal tissue, and if we can use changes in temperature to determine success or failure of therapy. The team also chose this task due to a need of technology in oncology, but the computer is flexible enough to be attuned for a variety of needs such as audio and video surveillance, oil reservoir monitoring, cancer studies, and a whole lot more. Once it goes live, other parties will be able to discover the new uses not imagined by the Michigan team who created this technology, just as they did with the Michigan Micro Mote. As Michigan's team helm is David Blau, I think is his name, a professor of electrical and computer engineering, ECE. He's joined ECE professor Dennis Sylvester and Jamie Phillips, and Arthur F. Thurner, Professor Thurnay, for a bunch of people there. I'm tired of stating these names. They are a long-standing collaborator who needs answers to questions about temperatures in tumors. So the road to getting this computer in the working order wasn't that easy given its size, and system packaging is transparent, thus exposing the tiny circuits to light emitted by the base station along with the computer's own transmission LED. The team had to take a different route regarding the circuit, so the circuit designing in this thing, the design of it. We basically had to invent new ways of approaching circuit design that would be equally low power, but could also tolerate light, Blau said. So, and you can look at the comments here. I'll post a link to this article below where you can check it out. So, just wanted to show this world's smallest supercomputer. Well, I wouldn't call it a supercomputer, but it's the world's smallest computer.